Good afternoon, Class 8. Class 8, last chapter of your math syllabus, chapter 15, statistics and probability. I'm going to start. So, statistic chapter is related to your class 7 chapter, that is data handling, in which you have done the measure of central tendency, that is how to find mean, median, and mode. Beta, in class 7, one chapter was there, data handling, in which we have calculated how to find mean, median, and mode. So, statistic is related to that chapter only. Okay. So, at first, what is given? The concept is given raw data. Raw data means सपोज दिस इज द ऑब्जर्वेशन. ये सारी बेटे आपके मार्क्स दिए हुए हैं ऑफ 20 स्टूडेंट ऑफ क्लास 8 इन मैथमेटिक्स. These are the marks of 20 students of class 8 in mathematics. So all these marks are said to be observation. ये सारी क्या है बेटे? ऑब्जर्वेशन है. और रेंडमली कभी किसी स्टूडेंट ने मुझे बताया कि 57 आउट ऑफ 100, 68 आउट ऑफ 100, 94 out of 100. So that means I am collecting the data, and such type of data is said to be raw data. क्योंकि अभी ये ऑर्गेनाइज नहीं है. अभी जैसे जैसे मुझे स्टूडेंट ने बताया I am collecting the data, so that is said to be raw data. Now प्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ डाटा. जब हमने ये सारी ऑब्जर्वेशन कलेक्ट कर ली, जब हमने डाटा कलेक्ट कर लिया, तो अब हमें उस डाटा को प्रेजेंट करना है. सो दैट इज सेड टू बी प्रेजेंटेशन. जैसे था ना कि डाटा को हैंडल करना है, इन द सिमिलर वे वी हैव टू प्रेजेंट द डाटा. Okay, so that is said to be the presentation of data. Now observe in this chapter how we have to start. First of all, chapter 15, statistics and probability. You can start this chapter in your register. At first we have to write the defines. So the first define is range. What is range? Highest observation minus lowest observation. Okay. For example, I am taking this question. So in this you have to observe what is the highest value. Suppose I think it's 94 is the highest value, and the least value is 7. Okay. So the difference of highest observation minus lowest observation is said to be the range of the data. So the first formula is define is highest observation minus lowest observation. Okay. Now the second define is frequency. Frequency is number of terms a particular observation occurs in a data. कोई भी मान लो 20 स्टूडेंट ने मार्क्स बताए और 50 मार्क्स सबसे ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट्स ने बताए, तो व्हाट इज़ द फ्रिक्वेंसी? नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स अ पर्टिकुलर ऑब्जर्वेशन अकर इज अ डाटा. नाउ व्हेन आई एम गेटिंग the frequency, then now we have to make the telemarks, and telemark concept we have done in class 6th, right? These are the symbols of telemarks. So here I have given 1 to 10 telemarks over here. For 1, this is 1 standing line, 2 for 2 standing line, 3 standing line, 4 standing line, 4 standing line, and then 1 slant line starting from first to last. Okay. And similarly for 6, one more standing line after 5, means 5 plus 1 6, and similarly up to 10, this is 5 and 5 10. Okay. So now just you have to recap telemarks. Here I have given 10, you can write 15, 20, it's your wish. And next is class size. Now what do you mean by class size, or the another word we are using for class size, that is width. The difference between the upper limit and the lower limit is known as class size or width. For example, हमारे पास इंटरवल है बेटे 5 to 10. ठीक है. तो what class size will become? The highest frequency, the higher limit minus lower limit, that will become 10 minus 5 is equal to 5. The next is class mark. So what is class mark? The average of upper and lower limit is called class mark. And the meaning, the synonym word for average is mean. So what will become the formula for class mark? That is upper limit प्लस लोअर लिमिट डिवाइडेड बाय 2. मीन निकल गया ना बेटे. 2 लिमिट्स हैं, एक अपर और एक लोअर, राइट. नाउ फॉर एग्जाम्पल एक ग्रुप है आपके पास 5 to 10, तो इसमें लोअर लिमिट है 5 और अपर है 10, तो हमने इन दोनों को प्लस किया 15 को 2 से डिवाइड किया 7.5, सो 7.5 विल बिकम क्लास मार्क. Okay, so class size is equal to upper limit minus lower limit. This is the formula, and class mark is upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2, or we can say the mean of upper and lower limit. Okay, so now directly I am coming towards your worksheet, and in your worksheet very first question is given कि you are having a data given below are the ages of 30 students of class 8 in a school. Prepare a frequency distribution table. So you have to read the data carefully. 30 students are here. Okay, so now these are the ages of 13 years. 30 students are there. 13 year, 14 year, 14 year, 12 year, 15 year, 15 year. So now we have to arrange this data, क्योंकि ये हमारे पास कैसा डाटा है, that is said to be raw data. ओके, अब रो डाटा को हमें क्या करना है, ऑर्गेनाइज करना है, एंड आफ्टर ऑर्गेनाइजिंग वी हैव टू प्रिपेयर अ फ्रीक्वेंसी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन टेबल. नाउ हाउ वी हैव टू ऑर्गेनाइज दिस, you can see we have to make the table like this. Age, write down inside the bracket years, because age always in years we are taking. What is the frequency of that age, एंड वट अबाउट द टेलीमार्क, क्योंकि जितनी फ्रिक्वेंसी होगी उसी के अकॉर्डिंग हमें टेलीमार्क्स बनाने हैं. सो नाउ वी कैन ऑब्जर्व द एज इज गिवन 12 years. Okay, so now we are counting that 12 is given how many times. This is 1 and this is 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 12 is given 5 times. So I can write age is 12 year, frequency is 5, and what about the telemarks? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Similarly, we have to check 13. 13 is given, count 1 time, this is 2 time, 3 time, 4 time, this is 5 times, 6 times, 7, 8 and 9. Okay, so 13 year frequency is 9. So make the telemarks for 9. Okay, and similarly of 14 years and of 15 year. But after doing this, you have to add all these frequency, and you have to check that the sum you are getting 30 or not, because this is the age of 30 students. Okay, in this way you can check कि कोई term आपसे miss तो नहीं हुई है. ठीक है. So now we are coming towards question number 2. Same question is there. Now the following data gives the number of children in 40 families, and we have to represent the data in the form of a frequency distribution table. Now 1 child is there, 2 children are there, 6 children are there, 1 child is there, 0 is also there. So again, how we will make the solution? The first column is for number of children, second is for frequency, third is for telemarks. Now 0 child, that means ऐसी families जिनके घर में child नहीं है. This is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 4 families are there. So for 0, frequency is 4 and the telemarks will become 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. Now 1 child is there. So we have to check the data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So for 1 child, 7 families are there. So we have to make the data telemarks for 7 families. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And similarly, maximum children are 6. So according to 6 children, we have to make the frequency and telemarks. So such type of arrangement is said to be what? Frequency distribution table. Okay, so now similarly question number 3 is there. You can do question number 3 very easily. Again, you have to make a frequency distribution table. Okay, and now I am coming towards, yes, when you will do question number 3, at last you have to give the answers of this. What is the range of wages in rupees? So what was the range? Range was highest observation minus lowest observation. So how we will calculate the range of the data? You have to check the question that what is the highest wages. Now in question number 3, the daily wages of 15 workers in a factory is given. So highest wages you can check, this is 300 I think. Yes, this is 300. Okay, and now the lowest wages we can check, this is 150. Right? So what will become the answer of first question? This is the range of wages in rupees. This is 300 minus 150, that is equal to rupees 150. Right? So how many workers are getting rupees 300? तो बेटे जब हम इसका frequency distribution table बना लेंगे, then it is very easy to count. Otherwise simply we can count 1 and this is 2. Yes. So 2 workers are getting 300 and here 350 is also there. So I think range will become 350 minus 150, we will get 200. Clear? So how many workers are getting the maximum wages? कितने workers हैं जिनको maximum wages मिल रहे हैं और maximum wages is 350. तो I think one worker is there, so we can write the answer 1. यानी frequency distribution table बनाने के बाद it is very easy to write down the answers of any question. वो range पूछता है, class size पूछता है, class mark पूछता है, you can write. Okay, so now come towards question number 4. The daily minimum temperature in degrees Celsius in Delhi for 30 days of June in a particular year was as under 27.1, 26.3, 30.4. Now these are the temperature in degree Celsius और ये 30 days का temperature है. उसने कहा कि prepare a frequency distribution table. आपको एक फ्रिक्वेंसी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन टेबल बनाना है. इंटरवल कहाँ से स्टार्ट करने हैं? 24.0 टू 25.5. अब बेटे दोनों का डिफरेंस देखो कितना है, सब्ट्रैक्ट करोगे तो यू विल गेट 1.5. दैट मीन्स रेंज इज 1.5. ठीक है, तो स्टार्ट करते हैं 24.0 से. ओके, सो नाउ दिस इज क्लास इंटरवल. टेम्परेचर इज गिवन इन डिग्री Celsius. So the first interval is 24.0 to 25.5. The next interval you will get 25.5 to 27.0. Next you will get 27.0 to 28.5. That means you have to take 1.5 gap every step at every interval, and the last value is given 31.5, and very easily you can count the data and then you can make the frequency distribution table. You are able to do this. Okay, and after doing this frequency distribution table you have to find the class interval, class size, class mark corresponding to the maximum frequency. अब देखो बेटे maximum frequency कौन सी है आपके पास? Maximum frequency is 13. ठीक है, अब वो कह रहा है कि इसका आपको क्या क्या बताना है, क्लास इंटरवल कौन सा है. तो हाउ यू विल राइट अबाउट द क्लास इंटरवल? yes, see how you have to write the class interval. Class interval is the maximum is 13. अब 13 किसके लिए आई थी बेटे हमारे पास? This we will getting 25.5 to 27.0 के लिए हमारे पास क्या फ्रिक्वेंसी थी? 13. तो उसने कहा क्लास इंटरवल बताओ. तो क्लास इंटरवल आंसर क्या आ जाएगा आपके पास? क्लास इंटरवल इज 25.5 टू 27.0. क्लास साइज बताना है बेटे अब आपको. क्लास साइज, सो डैट इज 27.0 माइनस, अब ये माइनस का साइन है बेटे, सो क्लास साइज इज 1.5. एंड नाउ यू हैव टू टेल क्लास मार्क. सो क्लास मार्क कैसे था बेटे? आपने दोनों फ्रिक्वेंसीज को प्लस करना है एंड देन यू हैव टू डिवाइड इट बाय 2. सो यू विल गेट 52.5 बाय 2. सो दिस इज 26.25 is class mark. Okay, so this is all about your question number 4. Very easily now you are able to complete question number 4 also.